Hello all, welcome to my channel. Today we continue the same topic, trigonometry. So we deal with the separation of real and imaginary part of some complex number. So that means we separate the real and imaginary parts of some given trigonometric function which are in the trigonometric form. Okay, given complex number which are in the trigonometric form. Let us consider first example, sine of x plus iy. So here the given function is of the trigonometric form. Solution. So we know that sine of a plus b formula is sine a cos b plus cos a sin b. So applying this formula to the given trigonometric function, we get sine of x plus iy can be written as sin x cos iy plus cos x into sin iy. So this is in the circular form. We convert it into hyperbolic function form, that is sin x as it is, cos of iy can be written as directly cos h y plus this cos x as it is. The sin of iy can be written as I into sin h y, because cos of iy is equals to cos hy. I mean, if you write in terms of x, you will get x, and sin of ix is equals to I sin hx. So this is the relation between circular function and hyperbolic functions. So therefore sin of x plus iy can be written as sin x cos hy plus I into cos x sin hy. So now we have separated the real and imaginary part. So this is the purely real part and this is imaginary part. So therefore real part of the given complex number is real part is, or you can simply denote it by Ri. Real part of sin x plus iy is equals to sin x cos hy. Okay, and imaginary part is coefficient of I, that is cos x sin h y. Okay, like this we can separate the real and imaginary part by using the relation between circular function and hyperbolic functions. Second one, similarly, now second function, given that cos of x plus iy, solution, we have cos of a plus b is equals to cos a cos b minus sin a sin b, right? So now applying this formula to the given complex number, we get cos of x plus iy is equals to cos x cos iy minus sin x sin iy. So which is equals to cos x as it is, cos of iy is cos hy minus sin x as it is, sin of iy is equals to I into sin h y. So this is equals to cos x cos hy, here we can take it as plus I bracket minus sin x sin h y. Now it is in the form of x plus iy form, that is already we have taken, so we can represent it a plus ib, so which is in the complex number form. So therefore this is the real part and this is the imaginary part. So separating real and imaginary part, we get real part of cos x plus iy is equals to cos x cos hy, and imaginary part of cos x plus iy is equals to minus sin x sin hy. Similarly, you can prove you can separate the real and imaginary part, these two complex number, by using the same trigonometric formula. Okay, so here you have to use the sin of a minus b formula, and here you use the cos of a minus b formula. Okay, so next we solve the another problem, cos h x plus iy. So here given function is of the form hyperbolic function. Okay, so for here we can apply the hyperbolic functions formula, so then we get the answer. We have proved that cos h a plus b or x plus y is equals to cos hx cos hy plus sin hx sin hy. Okay, so this is by the formula of hyperbolic functions. Okay, so now cos h of, so here replacing y by iy, we get x plus iy is written as cos hx as it is, this one as it is. So in the place of y we have iy, therefore it is cos h iy plus sin hx as it is. So here it is equals to sin h iy. Okay, now we use the same relation between hyperbolic function and trigonometric functions. We get, this can be written as cos hx into, here on applying the relation between hyperbolic and trigonometric functions, we get, so this is equals to cos y plus sin hx as it is. Here we get sin y, because here we are using this formula, that is cos h of ix is equals to cos x, and sin h iy is equals to, sorry, here we get I sin y, so this is I sin y. So this is the conversion of hyperbolic into circular function. Okay, therefore cos h x plus iy is equals to cos hx cos y plus I can be taken out, that means I first we write I first, then we get sin hx into sin y. Now separating real and imaginary part, here we get, so real part will be cos hx cos y, and imaginary part is sin hx into sin y. Okay, next function, tan of x plus iy. So here we solve this by using expressing tan in terms of sin divided by cos. So therefore we get tan of x plus iy can be written as sin of x plus iy divided by cos of x plus iy. Now divide and multiplying this by cos of x minus y, that is conjugate of this one. Okay, sorry, not conjugate of this one, just simply take cos of x minus iy. Okay, so then we get, so that is divide and multiply by cos of x minus iy, we get sine of x plus iy into cos of x minus iy, denominator cos of x plus iy into cos of x minus iy. Okay. Then now to the numerator we apply sin a cos b formula, denominator cos a cos b formula. So we have sin a cos b formula is 1 by 2 sin of a plus b plus sin of a minus b. So that means sin of, here a means this one, b means this x minus iy. Sin of a plus b, first we write a, that is cos of x plus iy plus b, that is x minus iy, plus sin of a minus b. A minus b means x plus iy minus of this one. So that is minus x, minus into minus, plus iy. So similarly to the denominator also we write the same. 1 by 2 cos a cos b formula, we have cos of a plus b, 1 by 2 cos of a plus b into plus cos of a minus b. So that is cos of, again same a plus b means cos x plus iy plus x minus iy, plus cos of a means x plus iy minus b means x minus into minus, we get plus iy. Now we simplify this one. So here 1 by 2 get cancels, plus iy minus iy get cancels, we get x plus x 2x, that is sin of x plus x is 2x. Here minus x plus x get cancels, iy plus iy equals to, we get sin of 2iy, right? Denominator same, plus iy get cancels, minus iy get cancels, here plus x minus x get cancels, we get cos 2x plus cos of 2iy. Now using relation between hyperbolic and trigonometric circular function, we simplify this one, that is sin 2x keep as it is, plus here converting into hyperbolic we get I sin h 2y. Okay, so denominator cos 2x as it is, so here on transforming into hyperbolic we get cos h 2y. We can observe that now the denominator is purely real part, but in the numerator we have real and imaginary part. So therefore this can be written as sin 2x divided by cos 2x plus cos h 2y plus I into sin h 2y divided by cos 2x plus cos h 2y. So now we have separated real part and imaginary part. So therefore separating real and imaginary part, we get real part of given function is tan of x plus iy is equals to this one, sin 2x divided by cos 2x plus cos h 2y, and imaginary part is sin h 2y divided by cos 2x plus cos h 2y. Okay. Next problem. Separate real and imaginary part of secant hx plus iy. So here given function is secant hx plus iy. So therefore here we can write this secant h of x plus iy as reciprocal of cos of h x plus iy. Now we know that the cos of ix can be written as cos hx, So that is the relation between circular function and hyperbolic function. We can write cos of ix can be written as cos hx. Therefore here we can write this cos of h, treat this whole function as x. So this can be written as cos of, in the place of h we can take it as I into this bracket as it is cos of x plus iy. Okay, so just change this h by I, because cos of ix can be written as cos hx. X means here we have this whole bracket x plus iy. So keep this bracket as it is, just simply replace h by I. Then it can be written as 1 divided by cos, multiply this ix with this bracket, we get ix into I into I is equals to, we get I square, that is plus I square y. Okay, this can be written as 1 divided by, here cos I square value is -1, therefore we get minus y plus this ix as it is. Okay, now we divide and multiply. So multiply both numerator and denominator by cos of this minus y as it is. Take only, we have to keep this function as it is, we have to take conjugate of this bracket, not conjugate of this whole function. Okay, so conjugate of this bracket is minus y as it is, so change the sign here, you will get minus ix. So then we get numerator becomes x minus y minus ix, denominator becomes cos minus y plus ix into cos minus y minus ix. So denominator we can apply the formula for cos A into cos B formula, then we get numerator same as it is, minus iy ix divided by denominator becomes 2 cos of A plus B. So that is cos of A plus B means A is minus, so this whole bracket is A, this is B, minus y plus ix minus y minus ix plus cos of A minus B. A minus B means minus y plus ix, minus into minus plus y plus ix. Okay, so then we get plus ix minus ix cancels here, minus y plus y get cancels, we get, so this is not 2, this is 1 by 2. Okay, so it goes to the numerator, it becomes 2 minus y minus ix. So in these two we can take minus common, so we get minus of y plus ix. Okay, denominator it becomes cos of minus y is minus 2y plus cos of ix. Now we know that cos of minus theta is cos theta, right? So therefore it becomes, sorry, here also ix plus ix we get i2x, so this is 2x. Now we know that cos of minus theta is cos theta only, so therefore we write 2 cos of y plus ix, denominator cos of 2y plus cos 2ix. Okay, now we can separate the real and imaginary part of this numerator. Okay, so as we have done in the second problem, so applying the cos of A plus B formula, we get 2 cos A, that is cos y, into cos B means ix, minus sin A sin B. Denominator cos 2y, cos of 2ix can be written in terms of cos x hyperbolic function as cos h 2x. Okay, so therefore this becomes 2, so cos y cos ix can be written as this cos y cos hx minus sin y. This is equals to I into sin hx. Therefore, first I write I into sin hx. Okay. Denominator same, cos 2y cos h 2x. Now we can separate the real and imaginary part here. So real part is this one divided by denominator, because denominator is purely real but numerator contains both real and imaginary part. So therefore 2 cos y cos hx divided by cos 2y plus cos h 2x minus, or we can take it as plus sign, into I. Here I take this minus sign, minus sin y sin hx divided by same the denominator cos 2y plus cos h 2x. Now we have separated real and imaginary part. So therefore real part of the given function, that is secant h x plus iy, is this one 2 cos y cos hx divided by cos 2y cos h 2x, and imaginary part is equals to, so minus, so here we have to write 2 because 2 is common to both. So 2 minus 2 sin y sin hx divided by cos 2y plus cos h 2x. Okay. Next problem. So here given that if sin of a plus ib is equals to x plus iy, then show that first one x square divided by cos h square b plus y square divided by sin h square b is equals to, so this is not, okay, b only, so equals to 1, and x square divided by sin square a minus y square divided by cos square a equals to 1. So first we here given, first we have to use this given, here given that sin of a plus ib is equals to x plus iy. So that means we have to first separate the real and imaginary part to get the x and y value. Okay. So solution, first given that sin of a plus ib is equals to x plus iy. Okay. So therefore we can write this sin of a plus ib as separating real and imaginary part by using formula sin of a plus ib, a plus b formula. We get sin a cos b means cos of ib plus cos a sin of ib. Okay, so this is given by x plus iy. So by using this one, so this can be written as sin a cos of ib can be written as cos h b plus cos a sin of ib can be written as I sin h b. So I will write I here. It is sin h b. So now separating real and imaginary part, that is equating real and imaginary parts. So we get real part of LHS side is x and RHS side is sin a cos hb, and imaginary part LHS side is y and this side is cos a sin hb. So consider this as equation 1 and this one as equation 2. Now equation 1 can be implied, it can be written as x divided by, take this b terms to the denominator, cos hb equals to sin a, and from 2 we can write it as y divided by sin hb is equals to cos a. Now squaring and adding these two terms we get, that is squaring and adding, we get x square divided by cos h square b plus this one y square divided by sin h square b is equals to sin square a plus cos square A, which is equals to 1, because sin square theta plus cos square theta is equals to 1. Therefore we have proved that x square divided by cos h square B plus y square divided by sin h square B equals to 1. This is the first proof. Okay. Now for second one, again we consider equation 1. So that it is by equation 1. So this is the equation 1. Now we take this x divided by sin y to the denominator. So equation 1 can be written as x divided by sin A. There we get cos HB, and also by equation 2 we can write it as y divided by cos A equals to sin HB. Now again squaring and subtracting. Here we subtract these two, that is squaring and subtracting. We get x square divided by sin square A minus y square divided by cos square A is equals to cos square HB minus sin square, this is not sin h square, cos h square B sin h square B is equals to, we have the formula from the hyperbolic function, this is nothing but equals to 1. Therefore we have proved that this one, that is second one, that is x square sin square A minus y square cos square A is equals to 1. So this problem is very important and even easy also. Okay. Likewise we have one more problem. If a plus ib is equals to c tan of x plus iy, then show that tan 2x is equals to 2a divided by c square minus a square minus b square. Solution. Here given that a plus ib is equals to c tan x plus iy. So this is the given. Now this tan of x plus iy can be written as a. So taking this c to this side, we get a divided by c plus I b divided by c. Okay. So that means we have taken the tan of x plus iy is equals to a divided by c plus I b divided by c. Consider this as equation 1. Similarly, we get tan of, if it is x minus iy, then here we get a divided by c minus I b divided by c. Consider this as equation 2. Now consider tan of x plus iy into x, this plus tan of x minus iy. Then here if I consider this tan of x plus iy, tan of x minus iy, it becomes, so see here plus iy minus iy get cancels, we get tan 2x, right? So that means therefore tan 2x can be written as tan of x plus iy plus x minus iy. Okay. Now we apply tan a plus b formula. So since tan of a plus b formula is tan a tan b divided by 1 minus tan a into tan b. So here we have plus sign. Okay. So therefore this one can be written as tan of a means it is x plus iy plus tan of x minus iy. Denominator 1 minus tan of x plus iy into tan of x minus iy. Now substituting tan of x plus iy and tan of x minus iy from the equation 1 and 2. So substituting that values, we get from equation 1 tan of x plus iy is a divided by c plus ib divided by c. That is we get a divided by c plus I b divided by c plus a divided by c minus ib divided by c. Denominator 1 minus a divided by c plus ib divided by c into tan of x minus iy means it is a divided by c minus ib divided by c. Numerator becomes plus ib I divided by C and minus I into B divided by C get cancels. We get 2A by C and denominator becomes, we can write it as bracket A plus B bracket A minus B. We get A square divided by C square minus I square value is 1, minus into minus we get plus. So B square divided by C square, since I square value is equals to minus 1. So using this formula we get, so here now we take C square as the LCM in the denominator. So numerator as it is, this 2A by C as it is, in the denominator we can take C square LCM. So denominator becomes C square, here we multiply C square, this minus A square, minus into minus, sorry, here we get minus, plus into minus, minus B square. Okay, so now this C square goes to the numerator, we can cancel one C term, that is it can be written as 2A by C into C square divided by C square minus A square minus B square. One term of C get cancels, we get numerator 2AC. So therefore in the numerator we get 2AC, denominator, so one term get cancels, so denominator we get C square minus A square minus B square. So here we have tan of 2x, so hence the proof. Okay, so these last two problems are very important. So now try these problems by yourself. First one is tan of x minus iy. Second one is, so here also you consider it in the form of sine of a minus b. So sine of x minus iy divided by cos of x minus iy, and divide and multiply it by cos of x plus iy and cos of x plus iy, then use the formula, you will get the required answer as you done in the tan of x plus iy. Okay, and second one is cosec x plus iy. So not h, so here simply it is cosec x plus iy. Okay.